Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Rosie. Today's video I'm gonna be talking about, as you guys saw in the title, as you guys saw the title already, I'm gonna be talking about my toxic relationship. Yes, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys in this video. And before we get into it, please pause this video, go get yourself some snacks, get yourself water, I don't know, juice, whatever you drink, whatever you want to snack on, go get it. Come back, play this video. Before we get right into it, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also go click that bell button so whenever I post, you don't miss a thing. As you guys know, before we actually talk about all this, you guys have to watch my intro first, and then we'll get right into the story time. All right, so see you guys in a minute.
We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Maybe we can be on chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills too. We've been on a tragedy for months.
Okay, welcome back, you guys. So, okay, this is that story time you guys been waiting for. All right. So the person I'm gonna be talking about actually passed away 7 years ago, I believe. Yeah. So I'm gonna be giving his name. Okay. So what should we name him? Okay, let's name him Dang. Okay. So Dang and I. Oh my gosh. All right. So I remember this like it's yesterday. All right. So Dang and I met like in a weird, funny way. Okay. Like the way we met was. Okay, I wouldn't say we met at this time, but we bumped into each other. So I was coming from school, walking home, and then if you know me very well, back then I would read books and never look up. Like I'd be reading and walking at the same time. So he was walking my way, and I was like walking his way. So basically, we're going separate ways, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So he was coming from this way, I was coming from this way, and I'm walking, reading, and then I don't know what he was doing. So and then what happened was we bumped into each other. When we bumped into each other, I dropped my book, and then I didn't even see straight away who it was. What I did was I picked up my book, and when I picked up my book, he went down also trying to help me to pick up the book. So we were both literally like holding the book like this, and instead of saying anything to each other, we just paused for a moment. We just paused and looked at each other for like a good minute, like deep in the eyes. And then I had to shake it off. We shook it off like, mm-mm. And then I was like, oh, I was gonna say to him, watch where you're going, but I'm the one like reading at the same time and not watching where I'm going. So I just apologized. I said, I'm sorry. Okay. So he's like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. And then he went his way, I went my way. Okay, I was going home. Boom. So when I got home, I really couldn't rub it off my mind. I was like, what just happened? Okay, I was like, what the hell just happened? And then yeah, anyways, I didn't really think about it for too long. Forgot about it completely. And then we met again. And this time it was some basketball tournament that was going on, and we met there again. I don't even know what I was doing there. Maybe one of my friends wanted to go there. But anyways, so we met there again. He happened to come and sit next to me. And then he was like, weren't you the girl that was reading the book and I bumped into you? I was like, I guess so. Like, I was like, yes, it's me. So the whole time, like, there's a whole game going on, right? And the whole time we were just talking. Like, literally, we were just talking. Hey, there would be like people dunking each other. You know, the game is going on. Everybody's hyped, and we're there having like a general conversation. So we were talking, getting like to know each other when a full game is going on. So he was asking me like, oh, what's your name? And then I was like, my name is Rosie. And then I was like to him, what's your name? And then he said his name is Dang. Remember, it's not his real name. We're just giving him that name, all right? So his name is Dang, and then from name went into like, okay, what's your number? And then what's your number? Went into those long phone conversations. Y'all know how that goes. So long phone conversation. We talk day and night. So, you know, we decided to meet up again, like after the basketball game. We decided to meet up, but this time, like just the two of us. All right. So, our first, our first time when we went out for a date, it wasn't like a real date anyways, because we were two broke like high school kids, but obviously he was like nearly graduating at the time. So our first date was, if you know this place, it's called Playtime. It literally just has games and you can just pick whatever games you want to play. So that was our first time there. So our first game there was like shooting through the hoops. So when we were shooting, uh, obviously he was better than me, but I was not bad. So that was our first date. Okay, so now I'm gonna fast forward because I don't want to make this video really too long. After that, he wanted me to go over his house. What? Like, what do you want me to go do in your house? That's a bit too fast, my friend. Okay, so when he said he wanted me. Okay, so after playtime, after playtime was over, he dropped me off home. Uh, at this time, my parents didn't know this, so this is gonna be the first time my parents actually will hear the truth right now. So yeah, at this time, my parents didn't know this. So he would drop me home, and yeah, he was driving at the time. So he would drop me home, and I was lying to my parents that I was like, going to a friend's house or something. We all been there, okay? So we've all been there. We've all lied to our parents about things like this. So, all right. So the next day, we couldn't catch up again because I didn't want to make it too obvious that, oh, okay, I'm seeing somebody right now. So we'll give it like 2 to 3 days gap, so it doesn't make it look obvious like I'm in love or I'm seeing somebody or somebody's seeing me. So I would give it a gap, and then within that gap we'll be talking. I remember once we were talking to the point where like I burned the food. Jesus Christ. So so let's go 6 months into the relationship. All right, so 6 months into the relationship, because I'm fast forwarding, yeah. What happened was things were not as they used to anymore. Like, we were not communicating as much. We were not like, yeah, in the beginning how like a guy will be texting you back so fast and he'll be like calling you so fast and things like that. That's that literally started slowing down. So I started getting curious, like, what's going on? Something is going on. Something is wrong here. So me as the detective that I am, I was being nosy and everything. So what I did was, I would pull up to his house randomly, and then he wouldn't be at home. His mom would tell me that, oh, he just left with somebody and da 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 da. But the mom wouldn't tell me exactly like who it was. So, okay. So, whew. So, yeah. So I would call him like a lot of times. I don't know how many times I called him, but I called him a lot, and he wouldn't answer. And if he would answer, he would be like, "Oh, I'm busy. I work now, so I can't really, call you, and I work overtime. So are you telling me throughout the day just to give me one message? Like, I know you'll be looking at your phone. At the same time, I see you active on Facebook, on everything. I see you active, and you won't reply to my messages. Mm-mm. Something or somebody is getting your attention right now. So, so I don't know what happened. Instead of him like ending the relationship with me, what he decided to do was beat around the bush. Okay, so my problem was, I saw like all the red signs and everything, yeah, But I ignored them. I don't know why I ignored them. Was it because I was in love or what? But yeah, I ignored them, which is one thing you don't do. Don't ignore red signs. So I was ignoring all the red signs, like how he doesn't call as he used to, how he doesn't even like message as he used to, and he became so busy all of a sudden. Yeah, so busy for me all of a sudden. So one day, I pulled up to his house again. I was like, I want to know what's going on. Do you want to end this relationship? And blah 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 blah. He was like, to be honest with you, it's just work, nothing to it. It's just work. When I was there at the time, when I was over his house, where he was telling me all these lies, where oh, it's just work and whatever, there was a girl that was calling him by the name. Let me give a name, Sudanese name. Okay, I'm gonna give a book. Okay, so I'm giving random names here. All right. So by the name of book, I was like, who the hell is a book calling you right now? He's like, oh, that's just my sister. That's just my sister, because I haven't met like all his family, and all his siblings are like older than him. Yeah. So he's like, oh, that's just my sister calling me. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't want to jump to conclusions or overthink of anything. So I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. Well, why don't you pick up her phone? And then he's like, I don't want to pick up right now because I'm with you. And yeah, I was like, okay. Didn't think anything of it. All right. So I was like, okay, well, since you're okay and you're doing good and it's only work and you're busy, that's fine. I'll leave you to it. When you're not busy, you can call me or you can message me, and then yeah, we can hang out again. He's like, okay, cool. So he drops me home, and then boom. So we're gonna fast forward again. I just decided I wanted fish and chips one day, and then my mom was like, oh, since you're going out to go get fish and chips, why don't you just go get me credit, like Sudanese. Our Sudanese parents like it. Anyway, so yeah, I was like, okay, cool, I get that. Walking, making my way to the shops, just walking, having a good day, nothing in my mind, and all that. As I went to the fish and chips shop, I didn't even walk in straight away, but when I peeked, I saw him and another girl. That boiled my blood. That boiled my blood. I was like, oh my god. So this is the reason why I've been getting ignored. Anyway, so I didn't want to like cause a scene in public. So what I did was, I just went and got mom's credit instead, and I didn't want fish and chips no more. I wasn't hungry no more. Like, who wants to eat after seeing their boyfriend with somebody else? And so I went home after getting my mom's credit, and then my whole day was ruined, like completely ruined. So I went home. When I went home, my feelings were hurt. Like I told you, it boiled my blood. Okay, so I waited for like a good hour, and then after an hour, I give him a call. I was like, I give him a call the first time, he didn't answer. The second time, he didn't answer. The third time, he didn't answer. So I was like, okay, you know what? Don't call anymore. I was young. I know. I was blowing up his phone. Okay, so anyways, so he calls me back, and it's like, oh, sorry, I missed your call. I was busy. My mom was asking me to help her with some things. Oh, I was like, okay, cool. I was like, oh, all right. I was like, all right. And then he's like, oh, how was your day today? I was like, oh, my day was good. And then I was like, how was your day? He's like, oh, it was good. Like I said, I was helping my mom out with some things. I was like, oh, okay. Well, oh my god. So I was like, somebody said they saw you at the fish and chip shop. I didn't want to say it was me. Okay, I was like, somebody said they saw you at the fish and chip shop with a girl, and they came and told me. So who, what's going on? What am I hearing? He's like, oh yeah, I was at the fish and chip shop because I forgot to tell you, one of my sisters came down to visit us. I was like, oh, okay, you never told me, but okay, cool. It's your sister. Whew, relieved. All right, cool. So boom. Yeah, so he lied there. So I was like, okay, cool. So I believed him, obviously, at the time. And then after that, I just let it go. We started talking as normal and everything like that, so it was cool. And then what happened? So what happened was he still had that routine of not answering like my calls or my text messages and things like that because he was so busy. All right. So one time, I saw them again. Right. So when I saw them again this time, I said hi. So when I said hi, I was like, "Oh, are you dating sister?" Like, sister. I'm like, what? What's going on? He's like, he was looking at her like trying to wink at her or trying to say, "Oh, lie for me" and things like that, but it didn't work. So I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, one thing I don't do is argue with guys like in front of another woman. I don't do that. That's not me. All right. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Nice to meet you. All that. I didn't want to make anything long, so I went home. Like I'm gonna go home. So when I went home, he came to pick me up, and then I was like, who is she? Like, who is she? I know I've been trying to give it like the benefit of the doubt that you're not cheating on me or you're not seeing another woman because you don't talk to me as you used to. You don't call me anymore. You don't message me anymore. And if I ask you questions, it's like you're so busy. Like, what's going on? I was asking him those questions. And then he's like, oh, that's my sister. I was like, you can quit lying to me now because the girl, when I said that, she obviously said that. Oh, it took her a while to answer whether she's your sister or not. So if I was your sister, like, wouldn't I just say, oh, yeah, that's my sister? Or wouldn't I, oh, yes, that's my brother? But she stuttered. Why would somebody stutter? Okay? So he was like, I don't know why she's just like that sometimes. I'm like, right now, you're not lying to me. You're actually lying to yourself. So it's better off you tell me the truth because maybe one day I'll probably find out anyways. So he's like, no, I swear to you, I wouldn't lie to you, babe. I'm like, don't swear to me. I, I don't like people swearing on me. Like, no, don't swear to me. So so he was like, oh, anyways, why are you so bothered about it? At the end of the day, I'm still here with you. I'm like, why am I so bothered about it? He's asking me questions like this, so I'm like, we're going in, like we arguing now. So I'm like, why am I so bothered about it? It's like, this is the problem with you. You always have these illusions in your mind that I'm always cheating on you or something like that. That just made it worse for me. I was like, arguing. One thing about me is if I'm arguing, I would just talk with you. I will just, if I shout, I'll shout. If I swear at you, I swear at you. But one thing I would never do is raise my hand and try to hit you because we're having a heated argument, okay? So as I saw the argument was heating up, I was like, you know what? Take me home. I want to go. And then he's like, but you, and then he's like, no, you're not going home like this because you started this and now you pissed me off. So if you want to walk home, you can walk home. I was like, what? I'm like, okay. Got my jacket. I'm walking home. And then he's like, what are you doing? I was like, you told me to walk home, so I'm walking home. What? My house not that far anyways. So, what he did, oh my God. I don't want to say too much. He's like, that's gonna be how it is? Like, you're just gonna walk away like that? Like, literally, is that how it is? I was like, look, I don't want to talk to you right now. The argument is heated, so please, let's talk about this another time. He's like, look, you're just accusing me of seeing another girl and da 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 da. I'm like, because you are, and the only problem is you're not trying to admit it to me. So I was yelling, saying this because he doesn't seem to get. I don't know, like I can't. He doesn't seem to get it. Like I'm trying to talk to you, but at the same time, I'm trying to not talk to you because this is getting heated, and the more heated it is, it could get ugly, and I don't want that. Okay. So he's like, so you think you're gonna walk out like that without talking this out with me? I'm like, we can talk about it tomorrow. I just don't want to talk about it now, okay? So he slaps me. Oh my gosh. I was like, this nigga just slapped me. This nigga just slapped me. Oh my god. So he slapped me. I looked at him. I was like, did you just hit me? Straight like that. I was like, did you just hit me? And then he's like, why are you not crying? I was like, what? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I've been here with you for the past like 8 months now, and you are not trying to, like, I don't know, fix anything with me. As a matter of fact, you are acting all busy and all that. And by the looks of things, another girl's in the picture. Okay? So did you just hit me? And then he's like, I don't know how that happened. It just happened. I couldn't control it. I was like, let this be the first and last time, because the next time it's not gonna be good. So he's like, I'm sorry, babe. I'm like, you know what? I just want to go home right now. He's like, no, let me drop you home. I was like, no, I want to walk home. And then he's like, okay, I will leave the car here and walk you home. I'm like, no, I want to walk home alone right now. So, so he's like, okay. So I walked home by myself. Couldn't understand, like, why. I couldn't get my head out of it. I was like, oh my gosh, he just slapped me. And then, you know, he was texting me, messaging me, like he was messaging me, he was calling me, I wasn't answering. And then I was just like, what the hell? And then with the messages, all he's trying to do is apologize and all that. So it took me 2 days. It took me like 3 days to really get over that. So when I got over it, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it was just, you know, the fact that the argument was heated and, you know, he couldn't control his temper. I was like, okay. So what I did was I called him. I was like, hey, how are you? And he's like, oh, I'm good. And blah, blah, blah. So we're talking like it's normal now again. So, you know, I was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, look, what happened last time? I apologize. It's not going to happen again. I'm not going to do it again. And I'm really, really sorry. I was like, it's okay. I forgive you. Okay? Yeah. All right. So we go back into like normal things. Like, you know, we talking again. We messaging each other. And this time he's like messaging quick. Not like before. So I was like, something's not right. Like, is he messaging me back so he can like show that he's back to being normal and things like that? Anyways, one day I pull up to his house again. I don't know why I be pulling up into someone's house like, uninvited. Okay, so I pulled up. I don't know, something told me to pull up, so I pulled up. And then when I went to his house, guess what, guys? Guess what? There he was with that same girl. There he was with that same girl I saw at the fish and chip shop with him. And that same girl that he claims to be his sister. So I saw them laying down together. I was like, my heart couldn't take it. My heart couldn't bear it. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, what should I do? Anyway, so I'm like, this is your sister. Why is your sister laying on you? Blah, 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 blah. It's only 2 of you in this house. Like, what's going on? Why was I even asking these questions at that time? I should have just knew it from the jump. Like, this nigga was cheating on me. Okay, so he started getting mad. And when I say getting mad, because one thing about him, he didn't know how to control his temper. So he started getting mad. He started yelling. He's like, see, this is the reason why I don't want to be with your ass anyway. So this is the reason why I'm seeing another girl, because you don't know how to mind your own business. You keep calling me all the time. All you want to do is talk to me. Everything is about me. I'm hearing those. I was like, okay. So I just shut up. I was like, listening to him. And at the same time, while I'm listening to him, I'm looking deep in his eyes. I'm like, what happened to the person that used to call me, tells me that he loves me and he cares for me and he's always going to be there for me? What happened to that person? Because the person that I saw cheating on me is doing what? He's the one yelling at me like I'm the one that did something wrong. Okay, maybe pulling up to your house without me saying it was wrong. But he would do that too. But what? It made no sense. So I don't know what the hell happened when he was yelling, but he switched it all up. I don't know how he did it, but all of a sudden now the blame is on me. Me. I was like, okay, he's blaming me for everything. So I wanted to walk out the door. So what I said to him is, it's over. You know what? It's over. You two can have each other. It's over, okay? Just don't message me again, and I'm gonna block your number. I'm just gonna block you, and don't message me, don't call me, and if she's the one that you want, goodbye. You guys can be together. So I wanted to walk out. So when I wanted to walk out the house, he grabs me by my shirt. He's like, so you think you're gonna just break up with me like that? The girl was like, dang, if this is your cousin, then why is she yelling at you like that? Cousin? That was me. I was like, cousin? Do I look like his cousin? I'm his girl, and you're calling me his cousin? I'm not his cousin, sis. I am his girl. And then he's basically, to make the story short, right? He was telling me that the girl was his sister, and he was telling the girl that I was his cousin. Look at that manipulation right there. So I was like, oh my God. So me, him, and the girl, we all going at it. We arguing. It was messed up. It was messed up. I was like, you know what? I'm not coming back again. This is like so toxic as hell. And when I say the argument, like he started getting like physical. When I say it was physical, I was like, what the hell am I doing here? I couldn't. I was like, what the hell? So he's like, so you just gonna leave like that? I was like, yes, I'm just gonna leave like that because it's over. It's done. And then he's like, I don't want this to end like this. So you're not leaving this house like this. I was like, to be honest, this relationship was never going anywhere in the first place. So it's better off being ended, because if we don't end it and at the same time you are being physical with it, eventually one of us is gonna end up dead eventually, okay? And we don't want that, okay? So it's better we just go separate ways, okay? And just let things be and let things just flow the way they want to flow, because right now this is not healthy. It's not healthy for me, okay? So he goes and says, and then he goes and says, to be honest, I don't want you to leave. I want you to stay. And to be honest, I made a mistake. I'm like, this is a mistake that you could have fixed from the beginning, but you decided to want to lie to me and, make me wait for you for so many times that you have been busy. You made me wait. So unfortunately, I'm sorry. I can't do this. And it's draining me. I said to him, it's draining me. It needs to end right now. It needs to end right now. What happened was, I got one of my cousins to come pick me up from the house because he didn't want me to leave. So luckily I had my phone on me at that time. So I called my cousin. I said, hey, come and pick me up right now. Things are not right now. Things are not right. Come and pick me up, please. I just want to go home. So my cousin said, okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes. All right, cool. So 10 minutes, I was just sitting outside because he didn't want to let me go. Like, I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not about to do this. So my cousin comes, and then he speaks to him, and he's like, you shouldn't be doing this. Look at her. She's like crying. She's worn out. Just let her go, bro. Let her be. And then what he wanted to do was have a fight with my cousin also. So boom. As soon as I seen that, I just ran away. I'm like, because if I don't run away, eventually I don't know if I'm gonna get any chance to get away from this situation that's going on. So I ran away. My cousin's a male. He can take care of himself. He's older. So I just ran away. When I ran away, I ran home. I never looked back ever since that day. I blocked him, got rid of him. I felt like, to be honest, I felt like I was not myself anymore. Like I lost myself within that relationship because I was losing weight. I was not eating at all. I was like, oh my gosh, how can something that started so good end like this? Okay, so yeah, so I don't know. I try not to say too much information so people don't really know too much. But yeah, so basically that's the end of the story. So the reason why I wanted to do this story, actually, so more of the story, right? I'm not gonna tell anybody like don't date or don't see anybody or anything like that. But what I will tell you is, you know, before you start dating a person, get to know them. Get to know them first. You know what I mean? Take time to know them and don't rush into anything. Also, like more of the story, also watch out for like red flags. Red flags are one of the things that you do not want to ignore, because if you ignore red flags, it's gonna cause a lot in the future. So the red flags that you see now, take action. Take action, because red flags are there to help you out. So you know, so it saves you from, you know, long term like issue or things like that. So look out for that. And also, more of the story, men also go through this, okay? And I understand that like men go through this. So if you're a guy and you go through like having like a toxic relationship with your significant other, they don't see your good doing, they don't see your good doings, they don't see what you, I don't know, just do for them in general. Like, and this also goes for women. If a woman, like if you are like in a relationship and you don't like, and you feel like nothing that you do is good, honestly, you're probably like maybe with the wrong person. Or sometimes it just takes a person like time in order for them to see like what they really have. You get what I mean? So sometimes you don't really have to force anything, because if somebody loves you, honestly, or you love somebody, you will know. Like they'll show you, they'll prove it to you, because the love is not only just said, it's by action. You know what I mean? Like shown, like wow, proven, basically. Okay, so yeah, uh, so so the first moral of the story is take your time with everything. Don't rush, and also like ask a lot of questions, because questions help, and you know, just get to know each other on a deeper level. And the second moral of the story, red flags. Always look out for red flags. They will help you. And also, if you are always, and the third one, which one was the third one? Third one is if you always feel like you're not good for somebody, like, and you're doing like the most that you could do, but they still don't see it, then maybe it's the wrong person. Or sometimes people don't really see your good doings until like you're gone. Sad to say, but it's the truth, right? So sometimes a person will really know like who you really are once your presence is not there, once they're not getting the treatment that they used to. That's when they'll start recognizing and be like, oh my God, I actually had a real one. Sometimes it happens like that. And also, more of the story, last one that I'm going to add into it is always trust your gut feeling, your instinct, your intuition. Trust them, okay? Trust them. And yeah, that's it for the story time for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I tried to not make it too long, but yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.